Hello, hello. Today I speak to Mosie. He is such a sweetheart. You will love this conversation. You will learn a lot from his infectious just joy. He's got so much joy. I loved speaking to him, and I hope you enjoy this. And I'll see you on the next one.
Yep.
Okay, we started recording now. So, hi Mosie, how's it going?
Not bad. Just getting the day started. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. My day is ending, yours is starting. We are on different sides of the globe. This is awesome.
Yeah, seeing that Wednesday 4 a.m. You'll never make it to my shows.
Oh yeah, so on your website you see, so this is your website. We're
Yep.
jumping right in there. Uh, so is this your name, Mosie Bergina, or is this the handle you go by?
It's just one of the handles that I go by on Twitch. My name's Mosie. I
Okay.
just add different suffixes, being
Okay,
like
fair
meet
enough.
Mosey along or
Yeah,
whatever, stuff like that.
cool. So, okay, I see a CNFT thing here. So this is where your CNFTs go, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So on the
Okay.
Mosie's Virginia site, we'll be like streaming my music and Twitch show, and there's my merch or donations as well. Um, like I've got a
Okay.
lot more than than
Those
thought
two?
it. Yeah. So like I started off um, as a musician, and then went to Twitch, and then wanted to make my shows better. So I created a cartoon world, and then
Okay.
I slowly brought that into the CNFT realm. And so from there, it was just like, may as well continue along creating a larger universe. Like, eventually, the end goal would be to be able to stream myself in my own VR world that I made the art and stuff for, or it's my art and
Nice.
designs or whatever, and then my own music. And then we can have a fun little adventure. And it's like one of those shows where it's like you guys are the ones that dictate like where I go. Like I build a bunch of scenes. There's a bunch of different like random assets, and I'll be like, okay, we're at a fork in the road. Where do you guys want to go, left or right? Or like, do you guys want to attack this new creature that came up? Like, and yeah, we've got the Skater Boy up there now, and Grandpa. Those were designed for CNFT, like Cardano chain
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Um, but yeah, like pretty much with the Cardano portion of things and like that side of the project, um, like I've got a lot of different things. Like there's so many different avenues that I've been stepping down. Like I do animations, cartoons. I've got like the live animations like that. I do like music stuff with it. The random Poople drops. There's 420 of them coming out. We're at drop number 12. It's just a random character. Then I do roll calls with them, and like, so what happens is, as you can see, there's twins and Skater Boy on the screen. So like, with that, I'd be like, I need twins 48, 32, and 65. Whoever has those, let me know. And then I need Skater Boy 22 and 5. And then whoever has those, let me know. And then when they let me know and they do that, I make them a custom creation, a live one of one. I can't even recreate the music for all of it because I make it all up right then and there for them, do the animation that way, and then send that out. Those are the roll call portions. I also sneak other projects into the drops. There's 69 slots. We've got about 18 different projects that are on board already. And if you mint one of the random pooples with another project and go check out the project, the whole purpose of this is for other people to go see cool things on the Cardano network, or at least things that I think are cool. And so they go to that project, they say, hey, yo, I've got this. And I've already talked to those projects. They can either have a foot in the door by getting early access to something, a free CNFT. They get added to the airdrop list. They get Like it's just something fun for them to have, so that the collectors and like people in the Cardano community can see other projects and not have to be like, whoa, that's a steep price, right? Like I'm poor,
Yeah.
I'm a poor person, right? So like when like if you guys look at my wallet, you'll be like, wow, dude, you've got a lot, but it's all single pieces except for my own stuff, because I'm trying to buy and
Oh
support.
wait,
And then
are you CNFT poor? Is that what you're saying, or are you Cardano poor?
I'm ADA poor, because like I
Okay.
guess technically if I get rid of all of those ones, I wouldn't have them anymore. So like to me, that's not an option.
Okay.
Like I love the colors too much, and I only buy enough to either set up the donation wallet so I can get other people into them, or enough that like I don't go bankrupt or add up bankrupt and can't function or keep my project alive and my promises and commitments to other people alive, right? So
Hmm.
it's like it's an odd thing to juggle, but once DeFi
It,
comes out, yeah.
is your project kind of funding your life at the moment, or do you have other stuff
Oh
going
yeah.
on?
Oh yeah. So like I was a personal trainer and did music before the pandemic started. I've been sick for 4 years and just been like trying to figure things out, and it's been a really intense struggle. So like once the pandemic happened, I obviously couldn't go personal train and I couldn't play music for people anymore. So that's why I went to Twitch, and then Twitch was like, okay, maybe I'll be able to do something that way. And then from there, it evolved and moved into Cardano, right? And so I've been fortunate enough to be able to make ends meet and slowly get everything going for the past 4 months almost, I think. So
Well, in 4 months, you've made quite a splash, I can tell you that. Shall we tell people how we met?
yeah. I have it. That's so funny.
Okay, so let me preface this. Before I knew who Mosie was, I was not a fan. I was really pissed. I was really, really pissed, and this is why. So this group class photo comes on CNFT, and I'm like, wait, I recognize this handsome uh, guy kind of flying over everyone because he's a superhero. And I got that superhero because he was my collabit. And I was like, why is someone using my NFT without asking me? And then I go on a tirade online. No one tells me it's Mosie. And then we were on the same Twitter space, and Mosey's talking about it. So I put up my hand. Of course, I was gonna confront him because I'm
Yeah.
me. And then, and then, and then I'm like, dude, do you know you did that to me? And I felt so
No,
bad after I saw your react. Well, after I heard your reaction, because you were all like, "Oh shit, man, I'm so
no
sorry."
idea. I just went to the projects and said, "Give me something that represents you," and they're like, "Yo, thank you. Here it is." And I was like, "All right, cool. Do, 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 on my way." And then you're like,
And then
"You stole," and I'm like, "Oh shit."
And then I went to them. Actually, I did go to them, and I was like, "I'm really surprised you guys use this without asking the owner because I don't think it's cool. I bought this. It's in my wallet. I know you guys own the copyright, but I would like to be at least told. Not, I'm not saying get my permission, but let me know so I'm not surprised."
Yeah, so you're
And
not bragging, being like, "I'm the only one with this," and everyone's like,
well,
"No."
until you did that, I was. That image was not anywhere but in my wallet. But yeah, so I was sore about that for a while.
That's okay, yo. That's what we need though. Like honestly, like I'm all about like that kind of concept. Like me and Unsigned had our first TIFF. Like that's how I met them, and like I still enjoy having different opinions, and like I'm totally okay. Like I
So wait, do you
know
have tips with
that's
everyone?
I don't think I do. I'm just very blunt and I have no malicious intent. I just come with a really stupid Discord name. So like a lot of people are like, you have a stupid Discord name, so I'm going to disassociate myself from you regardless of like whatever I'm doing. Like
What's your
I don't
Discord name?
come sponge ass pants. It is a terrible Discord name. I get that. I made that with friends many, many years ago and had zero idea that like Discord was going to be a thing. So I'm going to
So
be
why
doing a
don't you
vote.
just change it?
That's exactly what I'm at. Like, I'm going to be doing a vote for the community and being like, do we do it or do we not? Because, like, honestly,
Oh,
for
please, the
me,
community is going to say not.
I know, but this is why I'm on board with that to a certain degree. Because if people are going to shut the door on me for no reason other than their own prejudice towards whatever, like if you can't talk to
Other than
somebody,
cum sponge ass pants.
my name's not there everywhere. Like I change it to Mosie everywhere, right? So like I don't leave it as that unless the people there say, "Yo, man, leave it. Like we're okay with that. We're down with that." Like I'm
Okay.
totally okay with being professional where I need to be professional and not being professional where I don't need to be professional, right? And
So
like if people,
let's just wait. I'm sorry to cut you off, but let's
yeah,
picture this. You are at CNFT Con,
hmm
and you want to put your Discord name on a business card and pass it to people because Cardano Robin did that the last time he was at a big thing, and he got a lot of people with his name on a card. So
hmm
if you were to do that, and some big investor that or collector that wants to buy CNFTs reads your Discord name, cum sponge, ass pants, number, ABCD, whatever.
yeah,
You're okay with that?
yeah. Here's the thing. Here's the reasoning behind like that. Again, I wouldn't be putting myself in a business position where it's like, okay, I'm going to hand this out, and this is a very inappropriate place to do that. If I was going to be handing out business things and trying to draw attention to it, I'd be like, okay, check out my Twitter, check out like my Mosie's, the things with like Mosie name, right? If they wanted a Discord, I would either be like, I don't understand why, but sure, and here you go, and then either preface it or talk to the people that way. Like to me, it's just a name, and because I can change it, and because I go by Mosie, it's Discord. It's not
Okay,
something to
I'm
take
not judging.
seriously.
I'm
No, no,
not
no, 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 no,
judging.
no,
I
no.
just want to understand it, just so you know.
No, no. For
Because
me,
I mean,
it's bio.
people are buying memes for 100 ETH.
Yeah,
So let's not
exactly.
go let's not go with like people won't appreciate it. I think there is a big
Yeah,
appreciation to the name. I'm not saying no.
it.
I'm just
For,
I think it's good for it to be out there on in a video that's going to be published on YouTube at some point.
yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
why you've decided to keep it.
I like having that hurdle and knowing that the people that I associate with don't have as much prejudice. And if they see an like I don't see a name and then automatically assume anything of anyone. I don't have interactions and then be like, yo, this person's opinion was this for this one thing, and then shut them off. Like if someone has a different opinion from me, that's just one opinion. There's tons and tons of things that we can connect on. There's a million things. We're all people, right? So like I understand that it's multiple realities all happening at the same time, trying to understand other realities from their own perspective. So you can only begin to fathom what someone else's brain is doing to an nth degree because it's your brain trying to figure out another one, right? So it's like for me having that hurdle or that step before is like all right, cool. Like you'll come to see me afterwards when you're like, oh, there's Mosie names and stuff like that, or he doesn't just go by this. Like it's I don't know, for me I like having that stopper, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. I don't judge, and I'm happy you cleared it up so that if ever someone wants to ask, you can say, go watch that YouTube video and you will know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thanks for asking.
So, I love it. So, quick question now that we're looking at your work. What does your work aim to say? Like when you make the work on CNFTs, I know you do your music, and that's a different part.
Yep.
But let's bring it back a little bit to CNFTs. What does your work aim to say, and does your work comment on anything like on current social or political issues? So I see
So I,
quickly
I
here. I see this. So you are
that's
commenting at least on
that's all
the
that's lol CNFT.
okay.
My inventory is under the Mosie, and then those ones will be just pooples on here. My art is just aiming to bring smiles and to be silly and fun and to be as deep as anyone wants it to be, right? Like
Okay.
art is subjective, and like everything can be as like you'll find the number 23 anywhere, right? So like I just drew this guy up, and he looks like
Which one?
he's
This guy?
um let's see if we can see. I do
So,
everything by
so
pen and paper first, and then I turn it into a thing.
do you own
So
an iPad?
nope.
Okay, can we invest in an iPad?
Well, yeah. I've got a soon to be 9-year-old son who takes precedence over everything else. So like
Fair enough.
that's what
I wholly understand that, and I think you're a great
yeah.
parent for it. Though,
Oh, thank you.
can I make one little comment?
Yep.
Investing in an iPad might make you draw faster and get things done faster, which means more ADA, which means more money for your kid.
Yeah, exactly. So there are a couple things that I'm trying to save up for.
Hmm.
As far as like pumping stuff out, realistically speaking, I have too much stuff at the moment. Like I've got like 5 books like this filled
Nice, I love
with
it.
like just a bunch of stuff, and like I can't not draw anymore. Like it's my last outlet. So like
Okay.
everything, like for as far as like what I wanted to say, it's just it's what I'm feeling in that time, because I don't have an idea of what I'm drawing until I'm drawing it, if that makes sense. Like I was
Yeah, yeah.
I happen to be talking to somebody, and like recently, like obviously holidays aren't the best for everybody, but like it, it hit me heavy. And so like the most recent CNFT expansions and social observations that I've been noticing, it came out. And so like this guy looks all like um melancholy-ish, or like not impressed, just like meh. And he's got like the whole wankin', and in his hand it says NRT plus utility, and then on the paper or on the table we've got keep up, when moon, art is subjective, how does this impact me, how does this benefit me, talent, loyalty, community, all crossed out.
Do you
Like
want to put him up real quick on the camera? Because I just took that out so we can see him bigger.
oh
Okay, he's pretty cool. And then when once you're done drawing him, you scan him in.
yeah, I take a picture with my phone, and then I turn him into something like this, and I can send him to you on Twitter.
Yeah, I am waiting.
I called this just another day at the office.
Okay. Ah, okay, and then you color him in.
Yeah. And so like whenever I'm doing like skins or stuff like that, like I create a lot of abstract pieces beforehand. I enjoy spending time just like making empty pictures, if that makes sense, or
Mm-hmm.
like stuff like this. I'll just send it, and then um, I use sections of it or parts that I think are neat looking, or stuff that I find cool in it, and then I use that portion of it. Like all my pictures end up being like 8K by 8K, or like something really stupid, because I like starting off really small, having no idea what I'm doing, and then as I expand out, um, it like shows another picture or something like that. Or if you get to zoom in, like I love like that style of art where you can zoom in and see a different picture, and sneaking all the stuff in. Like in the community collab, there's a pixel car that's hidden on the pink lady that like 5 people pointed out to me, and they were like, "Hey, yo," as if you've got that in there. And I was just like, "Yep." Like I snuck in a bunch of ADA coins behind people's ears and put them in their hands, and like put them in pockets and stuff like
Cool.
that. So
So let me go. I'm trying to show it again. One moment. Yeah, so I just put it in there for you so we can see it a little closer. And what you mean is, here, let me zoom in. Where did it go? Okay, so if we zoom in, will I be able to find something, or does this one not have anything hidden?
he's not hidden. He's literally just came out last night. But all the detail and stuff for like the skins and stuff is what seems to be um, more sought after from my community.
So you layer those things in later,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. I really like understanding how you do it. It gives, like, this is why I wanted to do those interviews, because it gives such a deeper appreciation to your work, and people will understand it a little more. I know your community would understand it, but I'm hoping with this collab that we all introduce our communities to each other and to our works. And I just counted. I think we have around. Ooh, do you still see it, or did it go away? Okay, it went away one
It's
moment.
just a bit pixelated.
Yeah, okay, it's right there. I minimized it by mistake. So basically, like, the whole point of all of this is to kind of help each other, because through the collabits, which was the last big collab that was done that I know of on
Hmm.
CNFTs, I got to know so many different artists and kind of go and seek them out because I like their style on the collabit. So now doing this, what I wanted to do is kind of introduce other people to your work too, maybe people that know me, or maybe that they know JL, or they know the Hoskinsons. But because of the promos we're going to do, people will go and on the poster and they'll see all our names. They'll be say, "Oh, who's this? Oh, they have a video out. Okay, who's this person?" And they watch this video and they'd be like, "Oh, I really like what he does." They'll seek you out, and this is what happens.
True. Well, that's
And
exactly like that's what I love about like the good like doing that cross community or cross pollination with like my project. Like I
yeah,
absolutely like day one. That's been the most fun. Like you're right with the whole seeing everybody's art and stuff like that. There were 71 projects in the community collab and like so many different styles, and I am like mind blown.
I must have missed that
Love
collab though.
I put it out there. I put like we can go back. It was super public. Like I said, anybody and everybody. I wanted
So
there was
you
so
mean the one you made the classroom picture with?
yep. And there's
Oh,
another.
okay.
So there's two more that are coming
But
out, and they were
but that
supposed to
one
be
was
out
basically
after.
other people's work that you collaged.
Yeah, essentially.
Yes. Okay. No,
Yeah.
because the do you know what the collabits are?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying they're the same. I just mean like in reference to seeing all those people in their different art, and then being like, "Yo, this art's
In
really
one
sick," and then
place.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a really sweet thing that you're doing. Like I really appreciate it.
Who
It's
was it that
amazing.
did? Someone did like this thing where they put. I think it was for someone put our faces in like a really cool. Uh,
The
I
heart?
think no, in a someone put all our work in a cinema, sitting down and watching something. I think it was Adam and his crew when they collected people's work, and they asked to drop it in this big drop when you buy one NFT. Which one? CNFT Con, maybe the CNFT Con pass,
Yeah,
and then you get 36 different pieces, and people
yeah.
just donated ones. Yeah, I think that was a really cool one too, because
Well, what
like
is it? I need to
suddenly,
pull it up.
let me see. I should have them. I don't want to pull them up because then I think the call will get slow. If I open up my wallet on pool.pm, trust you me, this call will get really slow because it'll be like rendering
Scan it
everything.
through. I loved like oh my gosh, the frickin' with spaces, the robot Rod
Yeah,
or whatever. Oh, that's so cool. It's so cool.
yeah. Tyler is one of my art crushes, and he knows it. Like,
Udon's mine.
yeah, I love udon too.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to get udon on this project, but Tyler would not say yes. And see, I'm putting it on video, Tyler. You would not say
What?
yes, and I am calling you out again. I called him out so many times, but I'm calling him out one more time because I love him and he knows I love him. But yeah, he was so busy. He's like, dude, I'm so busy. I'm like, take a half day and do this for me. It's like, no, I'm too busy. I'm like, fine, do your thing.
Next
I
season.
will next season. Yes, next season. So yeah, so basically this is I love this. I love how you work and how you make it happen. Because like the whole hand on paper and then scan the paper and then bring it to this, which, mind you, this goes to show there's no excuse. You didn't wait to get that iPad to get this done. You're
Yeah,
using
exactly.
a pen and paper, you're taking a picture, and then you're editing that picture
With free software.
with free software. There is,
Like, guys, come on.
and you're creating really cool shit that people love.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
like, there's absolutely no excuse for anyone not to be doing this if they have some sort of creativity. I don't like to say the word talent because talent is
It's
learned,
subjective.
creativity is inert.
Exactly. Yo, I sent you something. This is a massive sneak peek. Um,
Ooh, but it might not be a sneak peek anymore once we air this, but send
that's
it anyway.
okay. Because by that point in time, I'll have been talking about it anyways. So
So
address your pooples.
is it the video?
Yeah, you can share it if you want. This is address your pooples. This isn't all the assets. This is Harnold. This is one of the Harnolds, and
Okay.
some of his stuff that he's got. It's not all of it, but
So
I've been asking. What's up?
so people can dress him up?
Yeah,
How? Do you have the backend for it?
Marshall, like a couple people that I've got on my end have been working on it and saying yes. So
Okay.
we'll be
So it's
ready
basically
relatively soon.
so it's basically what we're doing with my drop 2.
Not like yes, but not really. Like when you asked me, I was already doing this with Sam from
Cool.
Cryptoverse,
Okay.
um, but it's
And
not the same. This is things are only staying there. So the way that this drop works and the way that this
okay.
whole portion works
Let
is
wait, let,
there's
let me try. I'm trying to download it. I think it
yeah,
won't let me download for some reason. Uh, yeah, okay, it won't let me download on Twitter. So let me just share. Let me expand it and share it on Twitter
okay.
immediately. Okay, maybe it won't let me. Playing through its own thing. So yeah, let me just share it real quick, and then you can explain it. I think then people will get more of
An understanding.
yeah. It would make more sense to people here. Let me close this one. Share.
Plus, this is like infinitely cooler. Like I got to see Alpha's what he made for yeah. Alpha TJ is another one of my like massive like holy shit, this guy's crazy.
Okay,
um,
so the only way I could share it that I know of is I had to kind of zoom in on the actual message you sent me, because if I expand it, it goes away to another place and I can't share it. Yeah,
okay.
let me. Why am I so lost? Yeah. So basically, hey, where'd it go? Where's my too many windows? I'm getting lost. Okay, there it is. Share. Okay, so there it is. And let me just restart him. You
So
can
this
start
is
talking if you want.
Arnold.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
essentially what it is like there's multiple characters, multiple
yes.
sets of them naked, and then um, you'll be able to choose the assets. But the thing with this is the assets are going to be changing and the characters are going to be changing. So there's a finite amount of time, not amount of mint, that people will be able to use them. And then moving forward, if you've got naked stuff, there's going to be retroactive fitting stuff. And then essentially, it's if people like it and they enjoy my art and they want their a PFP of it, like this is just one character, and then you can make them
This is two characters,
multiple
isn't it? Because those are two faces I see.
well, that's a cover face. So like
Okay.
this, so Harnold can wear that. Um, Not a hug. He can wear it, and Frig can wear it, but Sad Boy
Okay.
can't wear it. And I could just pull up their names right here. And one other
And
guy
then
can't wear it.
how do people choose what who wears what? Like, do you have an interface like the one I showed?
Not the one like the that you showed, but there's a setup so that when they're buying each asset, each token,
Mm-hmm.
so you can hold that, and then using those similar to like the Gloose thing. I don't know if you guys know Minister or whatever. He's been working on something to have the tokens to be able to interact and merge together afterwards. So
Okay, so you're using the burn and merge or just merge?
yeah, I think it's just the
Okay.
merge. We were
Okay.
aiming to not have the burn down.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
I'm not aiming on burning the assets either because I don't know, it
I don't
doesn't
see
make
why.
sense to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me either. And then so like as it rotates and cycles through, um, obviously it's just my different types of characters and stuff like that, so that we can have those ones, and then people from the random drops or pooples from the random drops can be
Mm-hmm.
voted into that as well. And then from
Cool.
there, we're heading down like those directions with those two, and then this way, because everybody's constantly saying like I've got almost 1,000 pieces out there, and there's like maybe less than 1% on secondary market, and like
Nice.
everybody keeps saying, Mosie, how do we get your stuff? How do we get in? And because I do random drops and I've got a long term set for that, like I'm going to be here until the end of until I can't. So like the 420 drops themselves is like my commitment to be like, hey guys, I'm going to be here until all of this is done. Here's all the fun other stuff I want to do along the way. Like I have tons of cross community events. I'm constantly looking over and checking out other projects and being like, hey, yo, like here's help with like roadmaps, like project consultant stuff. And like but from doing that and the collaborations, I've luckily been able to um, meet a group of people who want to do more fun for the community as opposed to just like fill
Yeah.
their own bags. Like not everybody is fiscally driven, and so because
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people, it's I understand how much more beneficial having money is, and then you can do all those fun things and all that. But I, I don't know. For me, I just don't have that passion or urge to amass a large amount of coins and stuff like that. So I found
Yeah.
other people who want to do fun, and I try to set up like all these cross Discord server and stuff like that, and it's open to everybody. Like I'm not. If somebody closes the door on me, that doesn't mean I close the door on them, right? So
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
I
totally
completely
okay, right?
understand.
Like,
Yeah. And
so
I agree with you on that. Like, just dropping a PFP drop, which I have nothing against. Some of them are super cool, but just dropping a PFP drop just to make the money and then not at least make it fun, to me is
yeah,
boring. Everybody's done that already. There's nothing
exactly.
behind it, which is why I wanted to do this. And I purposely
This is
wanted
the
to seek out people to kind of build accessories for the cute creatures because then, I mean, I don't know if you saw the video, but have you seen how the creatures completely change? Like they
oh yeah, oh yeah.
completely change with everybody's different
Yep,
accessories. And I'm like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to sell those because I want to be playing on this all day. Like,
exactly. And
so
they are so cute. They're funny.
yeah,
Like
and like yeah,
I
yeah, the money is good. I'm not going to lie. I do want to make a little bit of money. I'm not going to lie about it. This is, but it's
yeah,
not the main driver. The main driver is this. It's the fun part.
exactly. And I love seeing those ones up
Yeah.
there, knowing some of the other ones that I've seen being like,
Yeah. Yeah, because those ones are the blank ones, right? So those
yeah,
ones are the
exactly.
completely blank ones. Those are the ones that come with like what I call the static. Uh, this has a static rarity. It's this many NFTs with this rarity, and that's that on that. But then once you start playing with accessories, you completely control the rarities yourself.
Exactly. Something that you
Yeah.
think is so cool, and you're like, oh man, nobody's gonna have this, and then like 30 other people have that same thought, and all of a sudden it goes from like super rare to everybody's got that.
Or
That's like,
not. I
or
mean,
the opposite.
The horror cubes made 100 different colors of. Well, they made like 3 or 4 designs and then colored each one 30 different colors. So they have 100 unique mouths.
That's
But
sick.
then, yeah, so if one person gets one of those mouths, which is a one of one, and mints it 20 times, is it still a one of one,
No.
or is it a one of 20 now?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I think the whole one of one
Exactly.
comes down to like the full combinations.
So it is a one of one accessory, but it's no longer a one of one in the NFTs because they decided
Yeah.
to go and mint it on their 20 different
On the other
uh,
ones.
on the other ones, and maybe lend it out to their friends and let them mint it on theirs. So suddenly that unique mouth has now been used on so many different creatures. So really, I don't control the rarity. They do. You do. Whoever mints it
Exactly.
does. It's so
Which
much
is
fun.
so fun.
I think it's gonna be great. Once people start playing with it, it's so much fun.
I know. I'm really excited.
I am
Do
too.
you have a release date?
Not yet. I
Okay.
think by the time those videos come out, it would have released. The only thing is, I'm having trouble with the minter because I've promised one person to do the minting, and I'm having to call them tomorrow, or at least I'm going to try. Because if they can't mint it the way it needs to be minted, which is in some sort of bundle, I might
Yeah.
have to politely excuse myself.
I I know that feeling, and I definitely know how awkward and intense that sentiment is.
Yeah, because I really want to mint it with them. The only thing is, I just don't see it happening unless they can do my bundle affordably. Because
Exactly.
I don't want to price the NFTs too much either. And then I need enough because there's such a bigger. I haven't revealed this to everyone, but there's such a bigger thing coming later. Like this is just the NFT with a PFP, and this is all I'm promising because if it doesn't sell out, I can't afford to do the rest of it. But the rest,
Exactly.
this is pretty much funding a huge storyline and a huge story, and each one you see, like there are 11 creatures, each creature has their own personality and their own part in the story, and it's this really funny comic
That's
slash animation we're trying to get going. But again, unless this sells out, or at least sells quite a bit of it, I can't. There's no way I can afford to do
I know
that.
that feeling. And even if
So I,
so like even if it doesn't, we'll figure it out. We'll get you there.
this is what I'm
It'll
hoping. Like, even if it doesn't, we can still try and figure it out. But
tell you.
it would mean a lot if it does, because then I can actually focus on this full time and be able to deliver,
Yeah,
which is
as
what I
opposed to like a
can't do at the
70/30
moment.
split. Exactly.
Exactly.
I know
Yeah.
that feeling all too well. Like
Yeah.
that's what the like we're starting tomorrow. The bounty hunt game is officially started, so all rewards will be given out. We've already been giving out the collectors rewards and stuff like that, but we haven't given out the 69 ADA for those who were collecting because we were waiting to hit a certain mint point, and we're just going to start it because we can afford where we're at and keep going from there. And we've set it up so that even the fake ones are now going to be receiving ABA. That comes out
Fake?
tomorrow. Yeah, so the way the bounty hunt works is there's 69 real community members,
Okay.
like Cardano community members out there, and I've hidden them in 20 scenes, 20 scenes total. And there's 30 fake ones that have my characters on them, and then 69 real people like ourselves from the Cardano community. If you have one with a real person in it, a real bounty, you go find that person, and then you give them their bounty. You show us that transaction ID.
Wait, am I on
You
that? Someone asked me to be on that.
I asked you to be on it. I don't know if you filled out your thing. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you
Wait,
did.
I'm a bounty.
Yeah, you are. Yes,
Holy
yes,
shit!
yes, yes.
So what's gonna happen? Oh my god! So what's gonna? I
Okay, so
completely
they're
forgot
gonna
about this.
if they okay, so if they get yours, you're gonna get your bounty. So it's gonna go to your
Okay.
wallet, and then when someone does
Okay.
that, then they show us the transaction ID, and then they've captured you. So they've earned 69 ADA and a kill confirmed or a brought in alive NFT. So they get that, and then so
I'm
for your
shooketh. So how am I
I
gonna be
know.
brought in alive or killed?
Well, that's up to you. You either say I'm going down guns a blazing, or you come in. Anyone who's not caught in season one gets carried into season two along with their bounty as well, because we've got a
So how
wallet
do they
set
know
up.
my wallet?
So they're going to talk to you. They're probably going to be like, "Hey, I've got you." So far, Alpha TJ pulled Vic from Hidden Order, and they happened to. Vic was like, "Yo, anyone who gets mine is going to get the massive shirt." And then Alpha pulled it, and he had no idea who it was because Vic chose a funny name, and so like his picture's him, and nobody knows what each other looks like for the most part. I didn't know you looked like you, and you didn't know I
Oh
looked like
shit!
me.
I could have kind of. Ah, damn it! I didn't know that it was that. Oh, they're gonna find me so easy though.
Well, not everybody knows everybody. So that's the thing. Like, and that's what I've noticed. Like, Healing Soon is in my Discord, and his artwork is in my Discord, and he used one of his pieces. And people were asking in my Discord, being like, "Who is this guy?" And I'm just like, "He's right under your nose," like pinging people in his channel, being like, "Scroll up," and then them being like, "Oh my god, how did I not know? How did I not know?" Like, and that's the
Okay,
fun
okay.
part
Let's see.
about it.
Let's see who will find me then. Did someone pull me? Did someone ask?
They haven't pulled you yet. We've actually just like we're just getting over like the 200 mark. We've got a so for season two, we're definitely going to be reducing the amount for the mint because the way that the public responded was not the way that the
It's
buyers
just a
responded.
bad time. It's just not the bad.
Exactly,
It's just a
but
bad time right now. Everybody's not selling out, not doing this. So I'm not looking for a sellout. I'm just looking for a fun out.
exactly. That's why we're just gonna start it because we can afford to give the prizes out as is right
Yeah.
now, and like we can get that going. And if we do that, obviously people are gonna be like, well, then we're gonna try, and if not, then we don't care because we're still going on to season two because we have so many cool, fun things planned, and there's like hidden stuff in Flood DNL's doing stuff and hiding some of our stuff in his next game that comes out. They made a functional Game Boy emulator, and the
Oh, I saw
community
that.
game.
I
Oh, it's
love
so
this.
sick. Yeah, the
Yes.
community game was so good, and so like we talked and we were like, please somehow think we're cool. Please think we're cool. And so
You
like
see, this is why I need to go full time on NFTs because I'm missing out on so much, and I'm like,
I had to.
oh.
I didn't have a choice. Like I literally like it. I took the dive and I've struggled, but like it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. And like you do get through hard times. Like I've been
Yeah.
homeless. I've literally like I've lived a crazy life, and that's why I'm crazy and my art's crazy. So like I get that whole. It's daunting, but you're beyond talented, and you've got enough wherewithal and know how to be very successful, in my opinion. Like
I think the community is very talented, and if we really come together like what we are doing now, and this is my I figured this out later, but I was inviting people in to create something fun. But the takeaway I got until now is that I've met so many cool people, and we're all trying to
exactly,
help each other. Like, even the people that don't text so much on the group we have together, we still talk in private sometimes, and they are always up to help, no matter how busy they are. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm reading, but I'm not responding. Sorry, I'm busy. But yes, tell me, what do you need?" And I'd be like, okay, I'm blown away because you think you're the only one that does that, but then someone
exactly.
else does that for you, and you're like, oh, this is cool. I like this.
That's so true. And that's 100% why I'm here. What's keeping me here? What's like driven all my passion is like that, like
Yeah,
literally that.
yeah.
But yo, I have loved this interview. I have loved everything. I do feel a bit bad, but
It's
we
okay.
should
It's
probably.
okay. I told JL we're running over and she's waiting, but I'll send her the invite in a minute.
Oh.
So one, tell people why you're looking up all the time because they need to know.
I'm looking up all the time because the camera's here and my TV's up there, and I feel weird. I need to look at you when we're talking or when you're talking because obviously, like I've got
Okay.
this ghetto light here, and I've got another one on the roof and another one down there, so that um, I can stream from right there, and then I just pull all of this over, sit on my couch, and stream from here.
And then you have the background as something else.
Yeah, as
Nice.
whatever random fun places we can go. Whoa.
Do you want to reveal whereabouts in the world you are?
I'm from Canada. I'm a good old Canadian boy. I'm
Yes. I
from
could hear the about. Like, I got that.
I'll say sorry too many times, but I genuinely mean it. So sorry.
Whereabouts in Canada are you from?
I'm from the Greater Toronto area.
Okay.
It's pretty decent here.
I didn't make it that far west.
East.
East, sorry, yeah, I
What
was
about?
no, no, I was in the east side. So I was in Moncton, New Brunswick, and
Oh,
then
okay,
I made
okay.
it all the way to Ottawa, but I wanted to go to Toronto and never made it past that. So
Ah,
I still have more than half of Canada to go and discover, and of course the North Saskatchewan and all of that.
there's a couch here.
Oh, don't, I will go. Don't tempt me. Once this whole COVID thing's over, I'm gonna start traveling again properly. Yeah,
I'm down, yo. Like,
yeah.
there's always, I'm always open. Being like, here you go, guys. You need a place to stay? I've been homeless. Roof, food, water. There you go.
That's
And
all
then
you
from
need.
there, do your thing. So, well, yeah, brother.
Cool.
This has been absolutely amazing. This is my first Cardano interview. Like,
Really?
uh, yeah. Um, I
Yay!
got I got an article written about me by the wonderful and amazing CNFT News and Marty
Hmm.
Mack. He did that, and then I was supposed to go up on Cardano over coffee or Cardano nights or something like that, and then
Yeah.
rug pull came in and rug pulled me, which was awkward. And then I was
Who's
like,
rug pull?
I don't know. They were a little thing that was going around for a while that was like, we're a rug pull, we're gonna do a rug pull, and then everybody's like, yeah, we love this. This is awesome, but it's funny, ha ha ha, and like.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still alive, and if they are, then sweet. And if they're not, well, they did what they said they were going to do, and everybody has these assets. That's another thing
Okay.
that I've always thought was weird. Like, do you
Wait,
ever
is it the
debate like
Huskies?
it's I don't know. I don't think it's the Huskies. They were like literal rugs. They were literal like rugs doing rug pull. That's why it was funny. Like I loved it. I loved the bit, but like I just don't understand. I have this debate of like, does it deserve like not does it deserve? For me personally, I don't always put everything on the blockchain because for me personally, I don't think that I should congest it as much. And that's just my own view for myself. And I know that others may or may not have that same view. And I know that others don't have that view at all. So, like, at some point in time, regardless of how little it costs to run these things, like a storage capacity or a storage consumption has to be impactful.
Yeah.
So, like, that's one of those things where it's just like everyone and their grandma can make an NFT project, and everyone and their grandma wants to make one, and they assume that they're going to sell out 10K, and they assume that they're going to do all this stuff because they've helped out a different community, or they've got the
Yeah.
next big thing or whatever, and then it comes to the market, and then all of a sudden it's just like, well, we just want a picture of an ape, and it's like, but all this stuff is happening. Here's functional things, but the ape. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. and then people follow that trend, and then that trend falls away. Like I noticed it was 10Ks for a while, and then we're in the pre DeFi phase, so every project has to have tokens. Like every
Yeah.
project has that. I had tokens in July, and they were FTs, and everyone's like, "Oh, you made shit tickets. Are you the guy that's known for shit tickets?" And I was like, I guess I just wanted a free way for you guys to participate in the stuff that I'm doing. And then all of a sudden, that's what
Wait,
everyone's
the
doing.
shit tickets were you too?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, this is awesome. Okay, I can
I'm
go
ahead
on
of
all
the
day with
curve.
you.
I know. We will talk again
uh,
soon.
oh yes, this is just the first series I'm making with artists, and if everybody likes it, I might just bring on more artists, and then the same guys again.
Well,
So
I loved it. I loved it. I
I
feel
loved it
honored. Thank
too.
you.
Oh no, I'm so happy you came on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I miss Canada. Uh, and
Come
if you
over
get sick,
anytime.
remember Buckley's. It tastes disgusting, but it works.
That's so funny. I haven't heard that so long.
I don't care who goes to Canada. Anybody coming back from Canada, I'm like, get me a bottle of fucking Buckley's. I need that shit in my house.
It tastes awful and it works.
That's the only thing that ever works. Okay
That's
then.
so, all right, brother.
Okay. I'll see you
All right.
later. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed
Thank you.
this. I'm glad you did
I did
too.
too.
And I will stop recording right now.
Sounds good, brother.